The Yankees made their first trade today, as you know, and then they play the Phillies right now. Will Warren, it's not bad. 5 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, 89 pitches. Not bad. The bullpen, however, gave up 10 runs in the next 3 innings. 10. Tim Hill, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs. Luke Weaver, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs. Give up a big 3-run home run to JT Realmuto. Ian Hamilton, an inning, a hit, 2 runs. And then Scotty Frost came in, an inning, 4 hits, 4 runs. They need arms, and they need them now. Right? We keep saying this. They need bullpen arms, man. And I know they're scouting the Twins, they're scouting some other teams, and I get that, but they need arms, and they need them now. We cannot wait until the deadline, which is 6 days away, to get more arms. But I agree, Warren got the hook too early. Trent Grisham was 0 for 5. Aaron Judge 0 for 5. No, excuse me, 0 for 3, sorry, with an RBI and a walk. Cody Bellinger 1 for 4 with a home run. Giancarlo Stanton 1 for 4 with a home run. Jazz Chisholm 2 for 4. Paul Goldschmidt 2 for 4 with an error. Austin Wells 1 for 4 with a home run. Anthony Volpe 1 for 4 with a home run. So Yankees had 4 home runs today, 4 solo shots. Oswald Praz was 1 for 2. Ben Rice 1 for 1. As a pinch hitter, and Yorba Vivas 0 for 1. So they had 10 hits, scored 5 runs, but they gave up 12 freaking runs to the Phillies. And we need some arms in the bullpen, man, for tomorrow's game. I'm going to the game tomorrow. We need to win that game. We need to hear that they made a trade tonight. They made a trade tomorrow morning. So I didn't expect a Ryan McMahon trade earlier. I was happy to see it, but he doesn't help with the pitching, right? There's a lot of pitchers that are available, and the Yankees need, I would say, maybe even 3 relievers now. Maybe even 3. Can they do it? They can, but it's going to require them to give up some pieces. You think we might get him? Antonio. Who's Antonio? They're not selling, Michael. They're not going to sell. Come on, dude. They just traded for Ryan McMahon today. They're not going to sell. Right? They need multiple, right? Multiple hits in the bullpen. Multiple. Ryan McMahon will be in there tomorrow. He'll most likely be in the lineup tomorrow. He was taking his physical today and so on and so forth. But bullpen pitchers, yeah, Cade Smith, Griffin Jackson. I mean, if you can get 2 of these guys, Emmanuel Clase, John Duran, if you can get 2 or 3 of these guys, man, right? And again, 5 runs usually win the game, but you cannot give up 10 runs in the bullpen. You can't do that, right? You can't do that. And this is why the benefit of long relief is going to come into play too. Once Luis Hill comes back, once Ryan Yarbrough comes back, I would put them in long relief. I really would, because our short inning relievers are not doing their jobs. I can only imagine, Ken. The last 3 innings was demoralizing. Warren was decent, 5 2/3 and 2 runs, and then the bullpen gave up 10 freaking runs in 3 innings. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. 3 1/3 inning. 10 runs, the bullpen. That's demoralizing. Demoralizing. Right? It's Crazy. Crazy. Oh, you fixed the couch. I don't know. Petruzzi, what's going on, man? Yeah, Carl, I do agree. They've got to redo pretty much everybody in the bullpen. They need, I think, three relievers. They need three relievers, and they need them sooner than later, not the deadline day. They need some relievers, man. It would nice to see. It would be nice to see a reliever in that bullpen tomorrow. Like they will make a roster move tomorrow because Ryan McMahon has yet to be activated, so they're gonna have to take somebody from the 25. So my guess is gonna be either Vivas being sent down or Peraza potentially being traded. That'd be my guess. We haven't heard anything about the physical, but I'd be surprised if he failed it, we would have known already. So yo, NFB, dude, yeah, 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 no kidding. Jump for joy, see Mark Ladder. Yeah, no kidding, man. Yeah, Griffin Jackson, Kate Smith. You can get both of those. That's a help. But it looks like they might need three arms. Yep. Decent prospects. Like they were in high A, so they were nowhere near making a team anyway. So, yeah, single A. They weren't come up. They weren't what do you call it? They wouldn't be up anytime soon anyway. Yep. We will see what happens. They have to make adjustments like now. Now. Yep. No, Jones. No, he had some back spasms. Spencer Jones, so he didn't play tonight. Yeah, my man NFE. You and me both, brother. If the Yankees can make another trade for Jake Bird, man, get me Jake Bird, get me Seth Halverson, all right, get me Joan Durant. Just get some relievers here, please. So, Michael Arias, I'm not sure. That's a good question. Let me see, Michael Arias. Michael Arias. Yankees. Right now, Michael Arias is in 4 teams already this year. It's like he's in the Florida Coast League right now. The Yankees. He's still in low A. Yeah. 20 games over 500. Yeah, man. The Jays have the magic going on right now. They do. They do. Yeah. This is a terrible. It's all bullpen right here, man. We do not have the right guys in the bullpen right now. We don't. Teams are feasting. Phillies feasting on us. I mean, a lot of teams are feasting on us right now. What happens if a player played every game before trade deadline, get traded? The team plays 2 more games than the first team. Probably, Coach Carl. I would think so. I don't see that being a problem. Right. Yeah. I would imagine he could play more than 162. It's a good question. I mean, I'll look into it. Let's see. That's a good question. Warren was in the sixth today. He went 5 2/3. They pulled him in the sixth. Marcel. Any chance Cashman promotes Legrand from? No, I doubt it. I'd be surprised, I would say. Let me just say I'd be surprised if they did. Jarren Duran, I have a feeling he'll be traded. I have a feeling he'll be traded. Eric Reyes. You never know. They might give somebody a shot. They might give one of the young kids a shot. Marcus Stroman pitches tomorrow against, I think it's Ranger Suarez, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Jarren Duran going to the Mets. Who knows, man? I haven't predicted to go to the Padres. The Jays, they're going after Clase too. But I wouldn't be surprised if they went after Joe Ryan. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't. Yeah, Stroman tomorrow. He's kept the Yankees in every game he's been in so far. So I won't sleep on Stroman yet. They are, CeeLo, 100%, bro. No, Durant to the Mets is not correct. He has not been traded to the Mets. Why are we blaming Boone for the pullback? That's just people they look for reasons to blame Boone. And they watch other channels specifically for reasons to blame Boone because there are a couple channels who do nothing but blame Boone for everything. Right? It's crazy. I don't know, Milton. I don't know. I don't know. Got to win tomorrow. I'm going to be at the game tomorrow too, Tiffany. So I need them to win. The last game I was at a couple weeks ago against the Cubs, they lost. So, yeah, Boone's not the reason we have. Look, we're out. Jake Cousins for the season. Hill. We're out. Fernando Cruz. We have some guys coming back. The bullpen will be better, but we need some other guys here too. We need some guys in here. We need them now. We really, really do. I did not see Ryan McMahon in the dugout yet, but I was running a bunch of errands and going back and forth and doing some stuff, so I didn't see him in the dugout, and I didn't see him in the dugout at the end of the game. So he might not be there, but he'll definitely be there tomorrow. Yeah, Jake Cousins. I think he's had Tommy John, Joanne, but he was great for the Yankees last year. Yeah. Tomorrow's game is at 1. I think it's 1:10. Tomorrow's game is, I better know because I'm going up. 105. Yeah. Luke Weaver. That's one of the things I've said, man. I like Weaver, but does not have the track record of a Devin Williams. Right? This is true, Ken. There are way more than a couple channels that subscribe to the blame. That's true. That is true. You're right about that. Right, and that's pretty much all they do. That's why I don't watch them. They don't bring any value into anything. So, McMahon's not in the Bronx yet. Yeah, all right. He'll be here tomorrow. My guess he'll be in the lineup tomorrow. Yeah, the bullpen was just awful. The bullpen gave up 10 runs in 3 1/3 innings. That's awful. Awful. And the Yankees 4 home runs themselves. The Jays are rough up Scooble. I'm not sure. Scooble's nasty. Scooble's nasty. We need the Tigers to win tomorrow. That's for sure. He was taking his physical today. Beagle. He took his physical today. Oh. Yeah. We definitely have to get on a winning streak. Yeah. Well, they have to stop using Hill so much. We need another lefty who can give Hill a break. We really, really do. Right? Max coverage. Dude, we need some Robitussin, bro. We need some ibuprofen, some baseball ibuprofen. I like the Yankees trade today for Ryan McMahon, but now we need 3 relief pitchers, right? We need 3 relievers. And just, I mean, Will Warren was okay. It's not, if we get another starter, okay. But if we don't get a new starter, but we get 3 relievers, I'd be okay with that too. And I would still look to get maybe another utility a guy who can play infield and help give guys like Volpe a day off on occasion. Well, he really has no choice right now, Duran. That's the problem. Yep. What kind you got, Max? You got some Tito's? Volpe did homer. Stanton homered. Wells homered. And Bellinger homered. They're not going to sell. They got Ryan McMahon today. They're not going to sell. Mhm. And unless you sell Judge and Cole and guys like that, you're not selling. We know that they're not going to do that. The peg leg. You going Oscar Pistorius on us? I'm telling you, Ace, right? Like yesterday's right, man. Ace, Max, and Feed, the whole crew is in the house. The main men are in the building. We need relievers, and we need them now, man. Like, I hope we wake up tomorrow, or we get a notification later on. The Yankees have made a trade from some relievers that are going to be here tomorrow at the game. Right? Man, my goodness. I mean, I'm happy that Fernando Cruz is coming back, but the rest of the bullpen is just not. The Yankees don't sell Yankee 99. They don't sell their pieces. Does Ryan? I don't. Did he? You're gonna need more than Joe Ryan, right? We're gonna need more than Joe Ryan, unless you're talking about Ryan McMahon. We're gonna need more than Ryan McMahon too. The other Ryan. We're hearing early August for Fernando Cruz. Maybe another week or two for Luis Hill. I don't know. I mean, if they get Joe Ryan and Jordan Duran, that would be a big trade. Big trade for the Yankees. But they'd still need another reliever or two beyond that, too. So, yeah. This is true, too, Graham. Yeah, they don't sell. Overpaying for high leverage. I mean, he'll pay because you're going to have anybody who gets these high leverage relievers is going to pay a good, handsome bounty. Anybody who gets them. And just look at the price that the Arizona Diamondbacks got for Josh Neal. They got 2 young relievers with multiple, like I think 5 or 6 control years each. So that's a pretty nice price for 2 months of Josh Naylor. That's not even Eugenio Suarez. So that's going to probably set the tone for relievers. The front office has got to be like shell shocked. They got to be like, dude, we need to get bullpen arms, man. We need to get them now. Seriously doing it. Yeah. Call up the young people. Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. I mean, I doubt it. Let's see. Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. Excuse me. He's in Double A right now. 6-5 with a 242. 96 innings pitch, 109 Ks, and a whip of 1.0. He's got a good arm. He's got a good arm. Efrost, like he might get DFA. He might get traded, right? So he does like to trade for relievers with control years. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be there to welcome Ryan McMahon tomorrow. No doubt about it. We're not running him out like Mariano Rivera, but we're running him out because they have a lack of options. I don't disagree with that either, Carl. I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. Yeah. Tyler Matzek. Decent comparison there, Joanne. Boone just said he would welcome who? Tiffany. He would welcome who? Yeah, Willie Castro's a switch hitter. Ahmed Rosario, I think, is a right-handed bat. So don't be surprised if they get one of them. I think if they get two or three relievers, I think the first guys out are going to be Loizaga, Ian Hamilton, and Efrost. That'd be my guess. If I could, season's not gone yet, Joe F. Maybe in your world, but not in ours. You're right about that too. Since the injury, Weaver has not been the same. Just like Loizaga, he has not been the same since he's come back from his injury. We do, yeah. I mean, early August we're going to get Cruz, Hill, and Leiter back, but that doesn't solve the problems, all the problems yet either. So it sounds like the Yankees are going to add another bat who's got some right-handed abilities. So or a switch hitter, but it sounds like they're going to add another one, another infield bat. Oswaldo Cabrera, chicken and eggplant. Oh, you bringing it up here. Chicken and eggplant. You're taking whole enough flavor profile up. Oswaldo Cabrera was a huge loss. That's hard to replace. James Rosen is the hitting coach. Peraza. What happened? Did Peraza get optioned out or something already? You get DFA'd? Did I see them platooning Ryan McMahon? No. I doubt it. He's going to get most of the reps at third base. I mean, Joe Ryan and three relievers, or two very good relievers, would be a good next step for the Yankees if they can do it. And Ben Rice is a good piece to help facilitate a trade like that. Oswaldo Cabrera is not a complete bum. I don't know when it comes to that one. Yeah, right. Warren just has to develop too. He's still, he's a very young pitcher. He still has some developing to do. So Ryan Helsley from the Cardinals. If you don't have to pay a lot for him, yeah, why not? He's gonna be a free agent. I think it has to be even before sooner than soon, Brandon. They have to do this yesterday. Like Ace said, they have to do this yesterday, right? We need to get some arms in here yesterday. Last week. Crazy, man. He might be part of one of the sacrificial lambs, Ben Rice. I hate to say goodbye to him, but if he can get some good arms, then yeah. The old guys don't extract the same value as the young guys do in black. That's the main reason why. That's common sense. So it's not about their thick skulls. And Ben Rice has a bunch of controllable years, and he's young. Teams like that. Fire the ball boys. Get rid of the ball boys, man. Well, it's going to be Rice and pieces. If you want like a Duran and a Joe Ryan, it's going to be Rice and pieces. No. I'd be shocked if you can get Mackenzie Gore and Rosario. Rosario and Finnegan would be a nice trade. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what they do. This is we like there's 6 days left, man. We need to do something tomorrow, man. Please. Or even tonight. He's not he wasn't made available yet, you're seeing Jake Bird. That's why. They're not they made Seth Halverson available and one of the other relievers, but not Jake Bird. But Jake Bird would be nice. Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. I mean, they need to do something right now to get a bullpen guy in here. They need a reliever. You can't wait 3 or 4 more days for a reliever and rely on these guys that are just bleeding. These relievers are just bleeding. They're hemorrhaging. So that's what they're saying. The Yankees are working hard on to try to make a trade with the Twins. You see, they're in dialogue with the Guardians too. Beyond that, we don't know anything else. I mean, we don't know yet. Rice, Escar, and Grisham. What kind of multiplayer return would you look to get with that, Robert? Yeah, righty hitting infielder and bullpen help. Yep. Yeah. We did have a great bullpen, and then we got a bunch of injuries. I mean, we got a bunch of guys got hurt, and our depth beyond them was not good. A lot of the depth got hurt also, unfortunately. And the other problem is you can only have a finite number of pitchers on your 26-man roster. So I would consider Warren in the right deal, yes. The right deal. The pitcher that comes back has to be better than him, has to be an upgrade. Yep. Yeah, that I know. Willie Castro I would take. I mean, Rosario I would take too. So any one of those guys that would be a welcome addition here. Yeah. We need some good arms in the bullpen for sure. And Castro's a switch hitter. I think Rosario just hits from one side. Yeah. And Rosario hits lefty as well. Yeah, he does. Yeah, Silo, that throw. Yeah. Cease and Wandy Peralta for Escar and Grisham. Interesting. You wanted him for a while, David Cohen. Yeah. You wanted Willie Castro for a while. And I think I wouldn't complain if they got Willie Castro. I would not be upset. Yeah, 10 runs in 3 innings. Will Warren gave up 2 runs in 5 2/3, and in 3 1/3, the bullpen gave up 10 runs. 3 1/3. Well, yeah. Frost. Yeah, man. Well, he had nasty stuff. He had controllable years, and it just hasn't worked out, unfortunately, for Defrost. I wish it did, but all things, it hasn't worked out, right? Which stinks. Yeah, Schwarber hits. He's a beast. Schwarber's a beast. He's an absolute beast. That guy's good. Kyle Schwarber is very good. Nardo? Who's that? You mean Andrew Nardi? I think he's hurt. I think he's on a 60-day IL. 60-day IL. If you're referring to Nardi. Yeah, Trey Turner. He's the only guy of that shortstop class that got those big contracts that's been worth the money. Schwarber is a free agent, yeah. My guess is they'll try to trade some of these guys. If they can't, then they'll DFA some of them. Lindor's not worth 300 something million, but he's pretty decent. Lindor. He's gotten better since the next couple of years. Like in the beginning, he was not good here, and he's kind of coming to his own. Yep. I know. It is hot out. It is hot out. Yeah, it's just this is what happens. The Blue Jays are on a roll right now. They're on absolute fire, and they have it, man. I'll say this again: they're a better team than the Dodgers are. The DJs, the Blue Jays. Just remember, Boone's not going to throw his players under the bus in a press conference, ever. Yeah, no, the Blue Jays are on fire right now, but I don't know about running away with it. It's still too early to predict that. So, yeah. They're way too many errors, Jennifer. You're right about that, too. They're making way too many errors. What they do at this, I mean, there is a chance that Weaver might not return next year, and Devin Williams might not return, or Weaver might be gone, and they might bring Devin Williams back. We don't know, right? But there is I'd say more than a minute chance that Weaver might not return. So we'll see what happens with Weaver and all. I mean, we'll see. Stallone Cobra. That's a good movie to watch tonight. The guy Brian Thompson, who had played the Night Stalker Beagle, in Cobra, he is a black belt in one of the arts I teach, Hapkido. In real life, he's a Hapkido black belt. The insignificant fact of the day, but that's really cool. Really, really cool. I have not watched the Superman movie yet. No. Yeah, I mean, like, Weaver, like before he came here, he didn't have the track record, right? And Blake did some good with him, and now he's kind of going back to the Weaver that we know. So unfortunately, Titanic. I hear you, CeeLo. Yeah. It is. Yeah, that was his 1,000th hit, Schwarber. And Bryce Harper hit his 350th home run the other day. So did Aaron Judge. So some big milestones recently for some players. This is true too. I mean, some of our bullpen guys need some rest. That's why we need more guys in here. Some of the other guys are just not good enough anymore. We need some more high leverage guys here to replace them. Palvis, have a great night. Yeah. I'll wrap this up in a minute too. When, I don't know. In a couple years, he'll get 500. So Schwarzenegger, yeah, he's a monster. Schwarzenegger. Well, my guess they'll keep Luke Weaver here. I don't know. I mean, until he's at least a free agent. So just had some light back spasms. Spencer Jones, Robert. Just some light back spasms. He'll be all right. Realistically, I see Cashman adding 2. I would like. They're not going to trade Devin Williams. There's no way, and nor should they. Um, I would like for them to get 3, but I think he's going to add 2. Why? Because threw a pitch that was, you know, right there for a good hitter, and the real is a good hitter. And pitches don't always get located where you want them to, unfortunately. Sometimes you let them hang, and they get crushed by these bats. You know, yeah, yeah. And Devin's been one of the more consistent guys in the bullpen, so you got to keep him. I know there were people saying they want to Weaver to close. I said I wouldn't sleep on Devin Williams. Yeah, people wanted to get rid of. They just wanted to get rid of Devin Williams. Yeah, Hulk Hogan is in a dilemma: black suit or spandex for the con. I can only imagine. CeeLo. Only imagine what he's gonna wear. He'll probably have his headband. I don't know. Yeah, it was a rare era from Goldschmidt too. So yeah, I mean, and Williams is open to coming back too. He is. Yep. We need Fernando Cruz to stay healthy too. Goldie, yeah. I mean, then it was a rare mistake by Goldie. I get it. And I think he'll redeem himself tomorrow. I do. He does have every year. Devin Williams starts off slow and he heats up towards the second half of the year. He does that every single year. It's like clockwork with him. 435 for Stanton. Yes, it was. Yep. He needs 65 to get 500, man. Right there. Yeah. I hope he gets 500 with the Yankees. And then I hope Judge does it the following year. That would be kind of cool. If they don't get a starting pitcher, then my guess is they'll probably get 3 relievers. But at the end of the day, maybe a starter and 2 relievers if they can. And like a, kind of a versatile infielder who can play multiple spots. Nick Kurtz of the A's, yeah. Nick Kurtz. Nick Kurtz. What position does he play? Let's have a look here. First base, okay. 22 homers, 56 ribbies, 203 batting, 303 batting average, excuse me. OPS of 1.044, 1044. Pretty solid performance from a lefty hitting first baseman. And the A's athletics have no reason to trade him. Yeah, he is a rookie. He is. Rock Ridge, we got Jazz at second. What are you going to do with Jazz? Origio. I don't know. We'll see. Dominguez for Nick Kurtz. I think a lot of people would, but I don't think the A's would. I don't think the Athletics would. It's a little early to call him a future Hall of Famer, but he's a good looking. He's having a good year so far. He's a good looking player. That's for sure. He's having a good season so far. Yep. I don't think they will trade away Mason Miller. There's mixed reporting on him being available, being not available, but he just became a super 2, meaning he got a 4th year of arbitration. Instead of 3, he's got 4. That's a lot of value. So Murakami, they might consider Murakami first base. I don't know. Depends on if um, Bellinger comes back. No, Riggio's killing it in Double Say in Double Summer Tampa. He's not ready for the majors yet. No. It might be a little bit too little for Peraza, Joanne. It might be a little bit too little for Peraza. Trade Peraza for Mason Miller, Brent Rooker, Smiling, Jacob Wilson, Nick Kurtz. You trying to sift the Yankees, man? For Peraza? Dang. Let's see if we got any news here. Let's have a look and see before we wrap this up. What arms do I want? I want Jake Bird. I want Cade Smith and another arm, if we can. Nothing yet. No. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing. The Phillies are my pick to go to the World Series in the National League. I think they're the best team in the National League. If you can somehow pry Kate Smith away for Rice, that's a good trade. Or if you can get like Griffin Jacks for Ben Rice, that's a good trade too. John Durant. One of those guys that would be a pretty good get for Ben Rice. Yeah, the Mets are winning games too. Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're going to get you him. I mean, they have Alec Bohm, even though he's in the IL right now, but they have Bohm. What would they do with him? Finnegan. I think a lot of people want the Yankees to make a trade with the Pirates. There's been too much talk to not think that they won't make a trade with the Pirates. I'm really curious to see what moves they make to kind of make this team better. We got less than a week. Let's go. Let's go, boys. It's time. Yeah. But no moves yet, gang. So I'm really, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna lick my wounds, man. Tonight was embarrassing, so yeah. Get a shower, get to bed, and just tomorrow's another day. Work out and train in the morning. Get my training in before I go up to New York and go to the game. So Warren Rice, which prospects are right. If you can do Ryan and Duran in the trade, then you might need to consider that. Apparently, Vivas and Efros are cleaning out their lockers. Really? Where are you hearing that, NFE? If there's a move they make tonight, I'll go live in the morning. If not, I'll be live periodically throughout the game tomorrow because I'll be there. Vivas, I think, is going to be the corresponding move for McMahon. But if Efros is cleaning out his locker, then that means a pitcher's coming. I don't know if it's in a trade or a call-up, but it sounds like there's a pitcher going to be coming if that's the case. So, yeah, I'm tired. It's a long day. Long day. Let's see here. Now, let me take a look and see if we hear anything chatter on the Yankees right now. Let's see here. Mm, you send me a tweet, bro? Let's see. From Gary Phillips. Yorbit Vivas locker is being cleaned out post game. Scotty Frost is also packing his up. Okay, that's from Gary Phillips. And it says Aaron Boone expects Ryan McMahon to be available tomorrow. So I do think Vivas is going to get optioned out, obviously, as the corresponding roster move, because you have to option out a position player to bring in a position player. You have to, but if they're going to be sending out Frost and whether it's DFA or option or trade or whatever, another pitcher is going to be coming in. It's got to be pitcher for pitcher or bat for bat. Thank you for NFE. That's Gary Phillips, yeah. Vivas and Frost both cleaning out their lockers. So something to keep your eyes out for. But yeah, I mean, I think the swap is Vivas for McMahon. But Efros, who's going to be replacing Efros is the question. Peraza's not gone yet, but I might think he will be. Peraza probably has trade value. But I don't know. We'll see what happens here. I'm keeping an eye out here. Yeah, that's what we know right now. So that's an interesting one to keep our eyes out for. We need two big relievers. No, you're darn right. Yankees for life. There's no doubt about that. They were the number 8 and the number 21 prospect, high A pitchers. Wink. So nothing that was going to stop the Yankees from making bigger moves. And it just feels like this McMahon move sets the Yankees up for a bigger move. So and they might need to make two big moves. But two big time relievers is a must. Yeah. Bednar would be. I mean, I'm wondering. I'm wondering. Ben Hess and Kyle Carr are scheduled to pitch the next 2 days at Hudson Valley. Any promotion will come Tuesday at the earliest. Yeah, I can see them getting promoted. You would trade Dominguez for Colossi and Kate Smith. You probably have to add to Dominguez, Joanne. But I know. I mean, I like where your head is at. Yeah, I mean, I hope it's tomorrow, Yankees for life. I'll be at the game tomorrow, so I hope they win tomorrow. Yeah. Well, that's the key, Jack. The price will be Ben Rice. It's going to be Ben Rice. He's blocked here anyway right now, unfortunately. So they're going to have to improve the roster wherever they can. And Rice, unfortunately, at this point, going to be one of the casualties. That's my guess. Why would trading Dominguez be a huge mistake? McMahon's good to go for the tomorrow game. Yeah. Good. I expect him to be in the lineup tomorrow. I'm curious to see where he's going to hit. My guess it's going to be probably 6th or something like that. Cabrera comes back to being their utility guy next year. Their Swiss Army knife again. No, that's a good question. I don't know, David. I don't know. Gardens in the outfield. Look, you got Grisham, you got Everson Pereira. You have guys, right? You have guys. DFA Carlos Santana. I wouldn't be surprised. Efros likely to be sent down to the minors. Okay, optioned out. No surprise. That means, but that still means the pitcher is going to be coming back in his place. Somebody's going to get called up. Could be Hedrick. It could be one of these guys. Racing. It could be one of these other guys. Um, for good relievers, they get traded, Jack. Volpe's not going to get traded. I know why people want him. Yeah, I understand why people want him to be traded, but he's not going to be traded. Yeah. No, I think Goldie will be gone after this year. I do think he's gone after this year. It's too early to tell, Matic. It's still too early to tell. Yeah, I did think one of Rice or Dominguez gets moved. You want some good pitching? One of them is going to get moved. Mm-hmm. No, that's this. This is essentially the state of the Yankees right now. The state of the Yankees, but it's yeah. I mean, Vivas. I guess Vivas has some options, right? I get optioned or DFA'd. Yerry De Los Santos, is he coming back? Could he be one coming back in place of Efros? Maybe. If Dominguez gets moved, does Jones come up? I'd say there's more than a fair chance of that. They are looking for a righty infielder. Yeah, they are, Jonathan. Gallen's on the market. Merrill Kelly's on the market. Yeah. I'm not sure why they don't promote him. Maybe they feel they're not ready yet. And they don't want to waste options to have him sent back down, so give me a reason. Yeah, I did Dominguez or Rice get moved. He just has some light back spasms, Matt. He'll be fine. As far as we know. Two top. I wouldn't be surprised. Jacks or yeah. And I do think like I wouldn't be surprised if Cashman pulls a name out of the hat that we're not even thinking of in terms of so Vivas and Efros were officially optioned out. Okay. McMahon. Yep. That was expected. But who's gonna be Efros's replacement? Who's gonna be his replacement? I don't know about Dominguez and Rice, but Dominguez or Rice, yes. One of them is gonna get moved. So yeah, I'm frustrated with the season, man. Of course I am. But I don't give up. I don't throw no white flag. I'm not a fair weather fan. I don't support the team only when they're really good and abandon them when they're not. Yeah, he's not injured. Marsham and Stephen Kwan. I mean, that's a trade worth considering. I don't know if the Guardians are listening in on Kwan. So, but again, if you do that, then what are you gonna do, Jones? Right. So and you'd have to move Bellinger if he stays to first base after this year. That way you can have Kwan in left and Jones in center and Judge in right. Because Grisham will be back after this year. So, but yeah, he does give us a leadoff hitter too. You got that right. You got that right, guys. Yeah, I don't think many fans want them to trade Rice or Dominguez, but if they want to get better, those are the only two guys on the 26 with controllable years that can extract good value back in the trade. You know, and that's just that's that's a situation for him, right? We keep hearing Pirates. We're hearing other teams too. Guardians, Twins. Check my messages. Let's see what we got. Got another thing here. Man and a fee. Yep, E. Frost and Yorba Vivas officially option to AAA. We know McMahon. Thank you, Anfee. And if McMahon's going to replace Vivas, we don't know who's going to replace E. Frost yet. Could it be Gary De Los Santos? Could be someone else. I don't know. Right? Is it a trade or is it a call up? We don't know. Nick Kirch's his fourth home run of the game. 4 home runs in the game. That's the second guy with 4 home runs in the game this year. Eugenio Suarez was the other one. Wow. Kid's a beast. Yeah. Kid's a beast. Yeah, I agree, bro. 3 arms, man. We need 3 arms. They need 100% Bryce. The bullpen needs arms, man. Which is why I hope he makes a trade tonight. I really do. I mean, I'll keep an eye out for it. If they make a trade later, I'll go live again. Hmm. McMahon's going to be a nice upgrade for this team. He's going to be a nice upgrade for this team. Same here, CeeLo. Same here, brother. Amen. Thank you. Thank you to you for that. Yeah. And now, I mean, 3 arms is just more. I'm like Efros, Hamilton, and Loizaga. Yeah, Yorby Vivas and Scott Efros got optioned to AAA after the game. So one of those arms is going to replace Efros, and then Ryan McMahon is replacing Vivas tomorrow. Yeah, they'll get an arm tomorrow, but we just don't know if it's somebody getting called up or a trade. That we don't know yet. They're definitely up to something, but I just don't know what the heck it is. No. I don't know. Maybe that's a good question. I don't know if they're thinking about it. Yeah, but Duran, I mean, where are you going to play him, and who are you going to trade for him? It's a good looking player. I think he gets traded to the National League, in my opinion. My prediction is he gets traded to the Padres. It does usually happen on my yeah, it does, CeeLo. Yeah. I mean, this year's been trades, right? So, uh, let's see. Yeah, nothing yet. Yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, Goldschmidt owned his era. He owned it. Good. There's a good chance of Rice getting traded, Jocelyn. A very good chance. I would, I would not rule it out just yet. I have not, CeeLo. Have not. Uh, see who. Hmm. You hate Neo's going back to the Reds? I haven't heard anything yet. John Duran, yeah, I mean, that would be nice to get him, Bryce. It would be nice to get him. Broadcast is suggesting it. I mean, you make more money as a starter, so I get it, but he's the best fit, best suited for a reliever. It sounds as if it's Joe and Duran right now, Matt. Their top. Yeah. Was Dominguez in there today? Um, Stats. No, he was not in there today. At all. Hmm. Yeah. Players owning up to something. Yeah. Efrost has been sent back, and so has Yorbit Vivas. They both got options. Yeah, no, I know channels that only answer super chats, and it's not fair. And those channels are constantly asking for super chats too, and praising themselves for being so great. I don't do either. I appreciate super chats, but I don't expect them. I'd rather interact with all of you. You take your time out of your day to come here and listen to me. At the very least, I could try to respond. And sometimes I can't get everybody because the comments thing scrolls so fast, so I miss some things. So that I apologize, but um, it's wait, what trade, Tiffany? Hold on. See, I missed something. I mean, it's scrolling so freaking fast. Did I see? I did not see the Dominguez in the dugout. No. Rice and Dominguez could be traded. I don't know if they both will be traded, but they both can be traded. Um, Tiffany, I missed something here. What's the trade? Can you run it by me again? Sorry. John Duran has, I think, 2 more years of control beyond this year. He's a free agent in 2028. Martian for Quan? Yes. Yes. I appreciate you all things, man. Thank you. It's important to be professional, man, and just be respectful to people, man. That's it. No need to go. I mean, there's no reason. I'm at least for me. I don't find value in trashing people constantly, especially when they're not here to defend themselves. You know, interesting tweet. Trade Goldschmidt and prospects to Cleveland for Quan and the Guardians bullpen. Move Dominguez to center field. Goldschmidt and prospects? What prospects, Wink? If you're going bringing Quan, Dominguez is going to Cleveland. There is no way you're going to get Quan without Dominguez. Yeah. I think Dominguez for Quan is a fair exchange. Well, there will be a time where I mean, like they're very loyal to their players. These guys are also homegrown draft picks too. So, but at some point, you know what I mean. You got end of 2026 to see the next CBA is up, David Cohen. After next season, they have to negotiate a new CBA, and we'll see what happens then. Well, yeah, I mean the only way I would move Dominguez is for a big chip. And I'm hoping the same thing with Rice. I would only move Rice for a big chip. You know, not professionally says things that are crazy. Oh yeah, I hear what you're saying, Matt. Yeah. Any fun players? Yeah, Griffin. They traded 2 pitchers, CCA. The number 8 pitcher and the number 21 pitcher, both high A pitcher prospects. And that's all they gave up for Ryan McMahon. What would they do if they got John Durant from Twins? They'd be happy. Yeah, they'd be happy. I think there's going to be some type of work stoppage. Yes. Yeah. I don't think a salary cap. The union's not going to go for a salary cap. Salary floor would be better, and penalize the teams that don't spend instead of penalizing the teams that do. The Yankees, John Durant would be nice, man, for the Yankees. There's no doubt about it. But we need more than John Durant. We need more than Mason Miller. We need more than any of these guys. We need 2 or 3 of these big arms. I keep my. I keep working him lefty. Let's see where he's at his best. I'd probably try to keep him there, one side of the plate. But Dominguez didn't play tonight, John S. He didn't play tonight. Spotted Cat's Deli. Cat's Deli. I thought he was in the dugout. Cat's Deli. That's where the greatest pastrami sandwich in the world is, by the way. I have a Cat's T-shirt from Cat's. That pastrami sandwich is nothing like it in the world. It's next level. Absolutely next level. The union will definitely say no to salary cap. Teams are looking at JC Escar. Teams looking at Ben Rice. Yes. I think he's joking too. CeeLo's a joker, man. CeeLo but I have to say, Cats. If you like pastrami, you have to go in there and try the pastrami sandwiches. Cats is still open, yeah. So they have good turkey sandwich too. Really good turkey sandwich, Cats. Uncle Giuseppe's I have not. Where's that, Matt? Yankees for life. Come on, dude. Go pulling our chain, man. If we move a scar, Mike, that's to me that's the most logical path. If a scar goes and you call Flores. JC and Rice they could be chocolate, yeah. Mill Basin Deli. Where is that, David Cohen? I mean, Katz's Deli is a whole nother world. It's a whole nother level. New Jersey, New York. Okay. All right. I got to try that one too, Mill Basin Deli. Well, I'll be at the game. Yeah, and Tiffany, if I hear news, I'll be checking in during the game. And if news comes out, if something happens, you will get it. You will get it. There's no doubt about that. Mill Basin's in Brooklyn. So I got to remember that because my oldest daughter, her name is Brooklyn. All right. Yankees have a lot of catchers in the pipeline. Tim Hill, Luke Weaver, yeah. Teams are looking at Rice, yeah. They're talking to Yankees about Rice and JC Escar. Yes, I got solid seats on the first base side. The solid seats. So, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. My wife got me enough for my birthday, and we're going together. I'm taking my daughter to Brooklyn. My oldest daughter, her first baseball game ever. So it's going to be cool. But I moved Goldschmidt to give Rice more play. If you can move Goldschmidt, yeah, but I don't think you'll be able to. You're not going to get the same value you get from Rice. So my guess they're going to move Rice and then get a hell of a lot more value. Rice can get us one of those good relievers. Goldschmidt cannot. So, well, the Yankees trade Rice and Escar. I'd say there's more than a 50% chance they trade both. At least Rice, I'd say. At least Rice. So, yeah, they offer corned beef too. And turkey, Robert. Yep. I wish I was flying. I wish I had a private jet, CeeLo. I wish I had a private jet or a helicopter. Oh, the sour pickles that you get on the side. Oh my goodness. Ah, Bill, I think there's more than a fair chance that Billy stays. We'll see though. Goldie, I do think is gone. Um, I don't think. Yeah, I think Jason and Spencer Jones has made Jason Dominguez expendable now. He has. I think it's the main level, Mike. I think. I don't know. My wife's got the ticket, so I think Cashman. I think he's going to make 2 or 3 more trades, and he has to. He has to. He's got to do something, man. He's got to do something. And whoever they either trade for or bring up to replace Efros has to be better than Efros, right? Best Philly cheesesteak. That's not open. That's the jury's still out, in my opinion, on that. Ken, I don't really like Geno's or some Pats. Those don't. They don't really do it for me. Las Vegas is good too. Um, Close to getting Classe. How do you know that? Mm, Belly does want to say. See, Ken, I got to get back to you on the best cheesesteak. I don't know. I don't. There's no updated news as far as I've heard on Classe. Would I put Schlittler in the bullpen? Not right now. Wouldn't. I would keep trying him as a starter. But if you need to put him in the pen later for long relief, yeah, sure. Why not? Charlie's Philly cheese. I'm not a big. Honestly, I'm not a big cheesesteak guy. I don't eat a lot of cheesesteaks. No. Cat. I would definitely a cat's pastrami sandwich over a cheesesteak any day of the week. And I don't really eat that type of stuff that very often. I eat pretty clean. So, and I work out all the time. So, those are like cheat meals for me. Like tomorrow, when I go to the Yankee game, I'm gonna have a chicken gyro platter. It's just healthy chicken with lettuce, pita bread, and some of that white sauce. That's tzatziki sauce. That's it. I'm not doing the chicken tenders and the fries and all that. My wife might do that, but I'm not doing it. No. Mitch Keller's got. I mean, he might become Yankee. And Pereira's good, man. Pereira, and he hits from the righty side. He's got 18 home runs right now in AAA. So, and he's hitting pretty well. Black cherry soda. I have not tried a black cherry soda, but I mean, I'll take a regular Pepsi with that. But that pastrami sandwich, I mean, CeeLo, baby. I mean, that sandwich is next level, man. That's one of those life changer sandwiches. So, the level of the chicken gyro, you got to go to the 300 level, and you go towards the third base side. Third base side. It's a little like a halal place. It's really good on the 300 level. Really good. It's near like I think the 320s. Yeah, Ken, cheesesteaks. Um, I think Pereira has a good chance of getting traded. Let me see something. Coco, yeah, I know this whole. I don't really know what they're trying to do over there, RFK, but he's crazy, RFK. Let's see. There is a place. Let's see here. Um, Angelo's has good pizza. That's the name I was remembering. Angelo's. They have good pizza. I mean, sorry, good cheesesteaks. Um, Del Rossi is pretty good too. I like those better than Pats and Genos. They don't really do it to me for me, Pats and Genos. They don't. Chicken platters. I mean, I love the chicken gyro platters. They're fantastic. Lamb too. I like lamb for gyros. 100 chicken gyros, lamb gyros all day, baby, all day. I get holding on to rice. Said, look, if they keep them, I'm fine with that. But if they trade them, they got to get a good piece for them. Brooklyn Coney Island, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think, Ken, in Philly. I would try Las Spadas, but they're not in Philly. They're in the suburbs of Philly. There's one in, um, I think it's Aston. I'll send you the link, Ken, so you can see it. Las Spadas, they're pretty good. I probably won't need to go any further. They had a good cheesesteak. The bread is, yes, it is crucial. It's got to be good bread. It's got to be able to absorb. The meat's got to be, and the type of cheese. Do you use melted cheese on there, or do they use Cheese Whiz? And this was like a big conversation. People like, I don't like Cheese Whiz. I don't like Cheese Whiz. And then people swear by Cheese Whiz, and there's like a lot of feelings about that, man. I'm noticing. Why would they trade Rice to Ring is to get arms. To get arms. Control Yurt's arms. Not like a rental. Yes, take yeah. Yeah, I don't really, I mean, I'd rather just have steak, in my opinion. But I understand, the cheesesteaks, they are tasty. You've got the good the fried onions in there, and oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nathan, there he is, my man. Yeah. Sailors, cheese whiz and everything. Sailors put, yeah, man, cheese whiz was like a big thing, Ken. Yeah. The McMahon trade was a sneaky good trade, Nathan. Yeah. A lot of people, it's crazy. I'm actually gonna wrap it up in a second, Nathan, but um I'm going to the game tomorrow, so I gotta get up early and um what do you call it? Um I'll probably be live tomorrow. Well, if something happens tomorrow night, I'll be live, and you're more than welcome to join me then. More than welcome to. But yeah, Rice is blocked right now, unfortunately, by some guys. So they're good. But what arms can they get without moving those guys, Jack? One injury rule. I don't know about that because we have Spencer Jones who can replace Dominguez. We have Everson Pereira who can replace Dominguez too. No, Spencer Jones is a much more dynamic player, and his ceiling is way higher than Dominguez offensively. No, and Pereira is pretty solid too. Right? I like Dominguez, but if they need to, I like the team better. Depth is valuable. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. But they have two guys right now at AAA that they can replace him with. So when you have depth at AAA, it's and they don't have much depth at AAA in the infield, but they do in the outfield, and that's an important. You're right, but that is an important thing to have. Mm. Italian guy in Southfield. Oh, that sounds good, Robert. My guess, John, is if they do, it's going to be September. If they do, But he has an adjustment period just like everybody else. Just like McMahon's gonna have one, just like Martian needed one too. So yeah, Rice is blocked. It's not proven at the major league level yet, but there's nobody, and Dominguez has never had stats like Jones's. And Jones's metrics are also off the charts. His defensive metrics, his speed metrics, and so and metrics. I mean, Jones is doing enough to justify it being considered for a call. But I don't think it'll happen in September anyway. Is Jones that good of a problem? Why is it? Why? What are you not sold on, Jack? Please, what are you not sold on? Yeah, I mean, I'll wrap this up in a few minutes. What are you not sold on when it comes to Jones? Grill and Ruts Hutton. You guys are making us all hungry, man. We need 2 or 3 bullpen arms. There's no doubt, and we're going to get another one tomorrow to replace Efrost. But again, it could be a guy that we've already had, and like, there's nobody really overwhelming. So doesn't matter where he ranks. Aaron Judge wasn't a top 100 prospect. Did you know that? He never made the top 100. The ranking just means absolutely nothing. Roman Anthony was number 1. He stunk. Jackson Holly was number 1. He stunk. So that's why I would not use the rankings as gospel. And Ken makes another good point too. If he comes up now, he'll eclipse 130 at bats, and that's a whole year of service time that he would lose. So that's why I'm saying September call-up, if it happens, would be most likely. Candelario is on the team, so he's another guy that can provide some versatility too. Yeah, I wouldn't move these guys unless you're getting a really good piece in return. Swipe. If you're not subscribed to Ken the Ugly Truth, make sure you do that because he brings up important points like that. He gives us more clarity about why things are happening, why things are not happening, right? Elite relievers or a starter with controllable years. Illmatic, yeah. Yeah, I think if Rice gets traded, it'll be for arms. If he gets traded. The K rate is not really a thing right now, so his K rate is similar to O'Neill Cruz, to Ellie De La Cruz, James Wood from the Nationals. People keep going over this 40% K rate, which he had in Double A, which he cut down to 20% before he got up to Triple A. But people keep going with this narrative, right? I don't know why channels keep going into this narrative. And they completely ignore these other things. Yeah. There's no doubt there's been plenty of busts. No doubt. But I haven't seen a prospect like that hit the way this guy's hit for the Yankees, and I can't even remember. Pereira's got the tenure too, so I could see Pereira getting called up first. Yes. Yeah, he kind of found the stance that worked for his body type. He's huge, Spencer Jones. So yeah. Well, Jack, like I said, I mean, if they keep Dominguez, I'm fine with that. But if they trade him for somebody good, I'm fine with that too. Same thing goes for Rice. There's an argument to keep him. There's an argument to trade him. Yep. Prayer. Yeah. Well, exactly, Ken. And but yeah, like this is why you and I talk about this stuff all on a regular basis. The transition period. We talk about other stuff that people tend to not remember. And we know channels don't really. I don't know any channel that really brings this stuff up. So that's fine. Thank you for bringing this stuff up, Ken. It's important. It really is. Well, McMahon's going to help them improve their defense in the infield. That's for sure. Yeah, and he's lowered his K rate going from Double A to Triple A. That's a significant progression point too. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but that's what we got, guys. Check one last time for the last time. See if there's any moves. There's no moves. We're out. Yeah. No, nothing. All right. Nothing yet. So go have a great night, everybody. Down the hall of booze. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I'm waiting for that to Ken. Might have to get myself a McMahon T-shirt or something tomorrow. I'm curious. Like, if they do that trade with Minnesota, if they can, then that's a good. If they get Joe Ryan and John Duran, that's a nice start. I hope it happens, but let's sleep on it. Let's see what happens tomorrow. And again, I'll be at the game, but if something comes out during the game, I will put it out live during the game. So, and if there's anything cool that's going around during the game, I want you to see it as well. So, but have a great night, everybody. Peace and love to all of you. If you don't mind smacking the like button before you leave, I would greatly appreciate it. And tomorrow's another day, so let's make it happen tomorrow. Have a great night, gang. See you next time.